So I've got this script up here that's been called face to bones there. And it works really well. After my first couple of tries with ChatGPT, um, it pretty much came with the tool right away. This time, as opposed to the last time, it took me a few more tries because I had to learn how to describe it. But now that I'm a bit more comfortable describing it and understanding where ChatGPT can go wrong, it seemed to work out rather quickly. So simply select the geometry, select the faces or face. You can do all of them or some of them. I'll just do these three. And you pretty much just hit the button. And it basically creates the bones relative to the faces that I had selected. And it orients them based on the face norm. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. Now, there is a way to do the same thing using modifiers, but it's a bit more involved. So first of all, I need to create an armature. So I have essentially a joint to attach to the surface. So I'm just going to scale it up a bit here to make it a little easier to see. Okay, so I've got an armature with one bone in it. And so I want to basically instance that bone onto the surface here, but, to specific faces. But I can't do necessarily specific faces. I can do them all. So I can go to add modifier, instances, and instance on elements, and I can choose faces, edges, whatever, which is nice. And then I can choose the armature. And as you can see, it instances it to the points, and it's doing so relative to their face norm, their edge normals. And I can change the faces, and it'll move it to the faces position. It lines up just like the others did. Now, see, as you can tell, it has to do them all. It can't do just one. It does all of the faces. But I can easily convert this. I can go to Object, Apply, and choose Make Instance Real. And it'll basically turn these into individual armatures. And then I can basically just delete the ones that I don't want. So a little more involved than a tool that just does specific faces, but ultimately it gets the job done because it does put joints in those positions. As an experiment, I had Google's AI try to create the same script with a couple of modifications, just because I noticed that the DuckDuck-Go version of the AI was still having some difficulty with component selections. So I put my updated request in with Google, and it did it, and it actually created the script. It's a little shorter, a little more precise, but it's actually not as great with the redraw at the end. Is a little inconsistent, but everything else works perfectly. So it was interesting to see that. Now, the one thing though is that Google's AI was difficult to keep it on track. I often had to remind it that I was asking it to create something so it would stop showing me other website addresses where it could get older versions of the code or snippets that someone else had asked about. So it's a bit difficult to get anything done from Google's AI because it's, like I said, unfocused. It's more interested in advertising than in actually giving you the code you want.